Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andgar and this is my YouTube channel. What I have for you today is basically what kind of content I'm hoping to make going forward, as I'm finding game content particularly difficult to make, which is why I haven't done a video for a while, apart from those couple of crappy 10 minutes of me playing X, Y and Z. I have a little computer update which I'm hoping to do at some point, which I'll try and get done this week before it gets much later into the week. And I'll give you a quick look at the system update and a few little things on that. Anyway, this is supposed to be a video based on the 5 games I really want to play in the next little while. So first game up will be Star Citizen. I have got the volume turned down, so basically I can talk over the tops of said videos. We're using VLC media player here. What you're seeing right now is the trailer for... I'll just turn this down ever so slightly. What we're seeing here is the trailer for Star Citizen Alpha 3.0, and it's going to be the biggest, obviously, version of Star Citizen we've been given thus far. Star Citizen, of course, being the multiplayer part of the Star Citizen game. There will also be the Squadron 42, which I'm also desperate to play, but it's a single player game. They're supposed to be co-op, although they've not said much about that in the last little while, so I'm hoping you can still do missions cooperatively with someone. I am going to apologise, I will be taking mouthfuls at times of the beer I am currently drinking, which, for people that want to know, is a Badger First Call. It's an IPA. It's a dark IPA. No, actually no, it's a blonde IPA. It tastes like a dark though. It's very nice. Anyway, there'll be a full review on that on my foods and drinks channel, which I'll leave a link to the description below. Now, Star Citizen, it's going to be huge. The Alpha 3.0 I'm looking forward to playing, but once the game is actually out of Alpha and into Beta, meaning that when it hits Beta, it will be somewhat feature complete, all mechanics there. Currently we're in Alpha, all the mechanics haven't been completely and utterly fleshed out, but from what looks like we're going to have in 3.0, there's going to be mining and stuff like that. I'm just going to knock this back just ever so slightly. So that's Miles Eckhart there, this guy here. He's the guy we're going to be seeing for getting missions and stuff for in 3.0 to run around and do things. We'll be able to land on planets, asteroids, take off again. I'm really looking forward to it. 3.0 looks amazing, and hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, it will live up to expectations. I mean, the ability to fly from space down onto a planet just sounds fantastic to me, and yes, I am smiling massively when I say that. I'd love to go and look at these places and do these kind of things, to be honest. I don't care all about the PvP and stuff. I actually want to do some more interesting things and kill people constantly. But that was Star Citizen. Anyway, the next game is Escape from Tarkov, which is currently in a closed beta as we speak, meaning it is feature complete. All the mechanics are there. The game itself, as you can see, looks quite pretty. Now, this is a first-person game. Think DayZ, but no zombies. There will be AI, and there will be players. The whole thing is based around on, well, Tarkov, a city in Russia, has basically gone to crap, and you need to try and escape. And to try and escape, you have to make money and whatnot. And the way you make money is by going and doing things within the game. Loots, raids, these kind of things, teaming up with people, whatnot. The game itself is obviously pretty focused on gunplay, gun customization, so I'm expecting that will be really good and really realistic. Some of the videos I've seen, like this one, they look amazing, as well as some of the streamers I've seen of the videos. The game looks fantastic, and by the way the game sort of looks, I mean, look at that. That just, to me, that looks great fun. You're running around night, day, you know, there is a proper system for permadeath. You can level and have different characters. If you don't use a character often enough and they have certain skills with a certain weapon, they will start to forget those skills and have skill fade. There's just so much in this game, and it just sounds and looks so damn good. I mean, there's night vision, it looks great lighting systems and whatnot. That's Escape from Tarkov. It's still in beta. It's due out sometime next year, and I can't wait. You can buy it now and get into the beta and whatnot. I'm waiting until the game is fully released for my own reasons, pretty much. Now, the next game I'm really looking forward to is The Last Night. Now, you might have seen this at E3 2017. It is currently in a pre-alpha state. The soundtrack for this video is amazing. I will probably buy the soundtrack just to listen to it, because I quite like that. I really do, just in case I get an infringement. But the game itself looks really, really amazing, and looks like it is a retro sort of 8-bit kind of game, but the story that it looks like it's going to be telling has me totally enthralled. Controversies aside with the developer and all the rest of it, I'm not going to get into it because I really don't care. I just don't care. Social justice warrior shite. I just don't care. It doesn't. No, I'm not getting into it. Fuck it. This game, however, looks like it's got a really deep, engrossing story, and that's what I want. I want something that's going to engross me in a story and keep me invested. I mean, the story itself. I mean, look, even this scene here, very artistic. You've got one man going against the tide of like people. So you've got all the people moving in one direction, and he's the only one going back in the other direction. That straight away tells me something about the game and the character. You are rebelling against something, or you're fighting against the system. Straight away, I'm hooked. I'm interested. Very nice. I love the way this game looks. It has that artistic style that I really quite like, especially at the moment. Like I say, the soundtrack is fantastic. The game looks pretty in depth. It's going to have, even like now, it's going to have some really nice characters possibly to speak to and interact with. What the gameplay is going to be like and all the rest of it, I don't know. It's in a pre-alpha state, pretty much like Star Citizen, meaning that all the mechanics of the game have yet to be finished, finalised, and fleshed out. This, if it comes up for early access, again, I'm not going to be jumping in. That's simply because a couple of early access games I've already bought, I've felt like I've been burnt with. But this game just looks fantastic. And I'm not going to let the full trailer play out because it is a 4-minute long trailer. I think you get the point. I am interested in this game. It looks fantastic. It is on Steam. I've added it to my wish list. If you want something that's going to be story based and look pretty cool and have a decent soundtrack, then I would recommend this. But hey, I'm just some guy on the internet that you've probably never heard of before, but I recommend it. So we're going to move quickly on to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, this game is
nice
very
work.
story based as well.
It's new, isn't it?
I did kickstart this game way back in the day, and it was one of 2 games I kickstarted, this and Star Citizen.
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow.
Now, the whole story seems like it's based on revenge. It is somewhat. It's based in a true reality that did actually happen in the world. It's based in medieval Italy. I think it was Italy, or somewhere around there anyway. Somewhere in middle of Europe. And it's based there. Yes, everybody speaks English as opposed to their native languages. But it's a story that probably well could have happened. The game itself is based on CryEngine 3, so it does look pretty damn good. The map world is large, probably not massive in comparison to Escape from Tarkov or Star Citizen, But if it's a compelling story, which it definitely seems to be, especially if you watch the trailer, I would recommend watching the trailer with audio. The game looks fantastic. I've got the beta, I've played bits of the beta. It runs pretty alright, but they've spent a long time since the beta refining the game, finishing the game. And I mean, if you look at the announcement trailer and the 2016 trailer, and then you look at the E3 2017 trailer, oh my god, the game has come on leaps and bounds. I am looking forward to this. I can't wait to play it. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Don't rush out and buy it. Wait till it's out. Wait till there's a review. Don't pre-order. You don't need to kickstart it now. Right, on to the next game. Metro Exodus. Now, inspired by. So, unlike the last two games, Last Light and Metro 2033, they were based on, well, also sort of inspired by. They followed um, the main protagonist of the story through the story as it went. And I don't know, I've not read the books. I'm wanting to read the books. But the game itself back then, Metro, looked amazing. Last Light was even better. And I'm looking at this right now and I'm seeing fantastic, phenomenal graphics. Now, I don't suspect the game's going to look like this when it comes out. It might look close to this, but animations like this would be fantastic to have in a game. But I know it's probably not going to be like this. It's going to be a bit more stiffer and a bit more rigid, I would imagine. But if this is anything to go by, I really do hope the game looks fantastic, and I hope it has a lighting engine that is really this good and it isn't cut back to help consoles keep up. I mean, even when he's fighting this monster here, right? I just want to go back and let's look at this. In fact, screw it. Let's give it a little bit of audio. Now, look at the fur on this thing as it's jumped out. I'm going to just go back. Look at the fur on it. When it jumps out here, the fur. Oh my god. And the eyes on the monster. Just, that looks, to me, just looks fantastic. Again, decent soundtrack, and I know I'll get flagged for that. If this game comes out and it looks like this, holy crap, it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to it as well. The game is based on it says it's non-linear, which I'm taking to mean it doesn't have like the traditional FPS sort of, you have to go through the level to progress to the next end sort of thing. You can sort of more go where you want and do what you want. Although it's supposed to be have stories and missions in it, so I don't quite know how that's going to work out. I can't remember actually when the release date of the last game was. I might put a display on the screen to put the release date of the last one if I remember. This is scheduled for 2018. It doesn't say late, early, mid 2018. It just says 2018. So I'm going to go for the back end of next year probably, towards that Christmas release period, I would imagine. The game, I mean, look at the graphics. I mean, that looks lovely to me. It's almost like an emulation of reality in some ways, and it looks like the game is going to be. If it's like this, it's going to be fantastic. It really is. I mean, it looks great. If it's anything like the last two, it'll also have a decent story that'll keep me hooked to finish the game. There's been loads of games I've started that I've got a good story and I've never finished, and there's loads of games that I've started and have a shit story and not gone far into it. E.g., Rage. Didn't finish Rage, I just got bored with it and left. This, though, oh my god, this just looks great. I mean, look at the fur on or the few hairs, I suppose, on the back of the wolf there. I mean, even retracting the arrow there, or the bolt, that's a lovely animation. I'd love that to be the actual animation in game, rather than like in Metro Last Light, where it's just sort of you click it and you get it back. You don't actually do anything. I'd like that animation to be there. Whether it is or not, again, that'll be down to the developer to decide if they've got enough time to put that in and get it working properly. I mean, it takes his. This is the first Metro game as well when you can go outside and not have to have the respirator on, which is going to be quite nice. Now, I particularly like this scene just because you get an idea how vast and big this map world's going to be. I mean, if we could go back and have a look at the map he was holding, and we're going to have a quick estimation of how big this area is. But we're literally using a train to get around, so it's going to be pretty big. I'd imagine this will be probably bigger than Escape from Tarkov. It's going to be smaller than Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come's going to be smaller than this. I would expect this is probably the biggest map out of the games, other than Star Citizen, because that's a universe. But 2018 Metro Exodus. Looking forward to it. Gonna get it. Won't be buying it, won't pre-order it. Right, unfortunately not filmed, but something I'm going to film is some Battlefield that I'll have playing on the screen right now. So I want to speak about the next Battlefield game. We're looking at Battlefield 2018 is what it's called at the moment. It's probably in its in-house development names. Probably not what the game's going to be called either when it's released, but it is Battlefield for next year. Now, where it's going to be set, a damn good question. Will they go to World War II? Good question. I don't know. You've got Battlefield 1 set in World War 1. You've got Battlefield 1942. You've got a lot of games based in history. I mean, you've even got Call of Duty doing World War II. So I don't know. People say the modern day shooters are well and truly burnt out. As much as I would agree, I'd also disagree. The last modern day shooter we actually got was Battlefield 4, which was like, what, 2013, 2014, something like that? So by the time this Battlefield 2018 comes out, that's 4 years ago. And we've had, Hardline, which was Cops and Robbers, should have been DLC. We had Battlefield 1, which was World War 1. We've got Call of Duty World War 2, which is going to take care of the World War 2 aspect. I mean, you could go and say that they're not going to go futuristic because Star Wars Battlefront is going to be your futuristic go-to shooter if you want a futuristic shooter. You've got your Battlefield 1, which to me, they have been keeping DLC coming out for us thus far. I would thought they would have done maybe a 2-year cycle with DLC to really keep you invested in the game before they brought out something else. It seems like what they're going to do. I haven't really been keeping up with Battlefield 1, it hasn't really interested me. The Great War, I know I should be more invested in it for historical reasons and all this, but it's never been something that's bothered me. What we could have is an alternative reality Cold War, something akin to Bad Company. I mean, shit, the next Battlefield game could be Bad Company 3. We don't know. But at the moment, it's 2018 is what we know when it's coming or when it's due for release. We haven't had any more details. They haven't told us anything else. They seem to keep pretty tight-lipped. Good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. By the time this comes out, it's going to have had the same sort of development cycle as Battlefield 1 had had. They've probably started this roughly about the same time as releasing 1. They probably went on and started working on this. So hopefully it's had the full 3 to 4 years development the game of this caliber really needs. I'm not bothered about single player campaigns. Yes, I've played Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 single player. I'll be honest, I can't really tell you the difference between the two. I don't remember what the premise of the story was in either. I remember one bit of escaping from some jail set in snowy hills. I remember that. See, the Bad Company 2, though, I remember bits of that more for some reason. Anyway, all that besides, Battlefield 2018 does make this list more as an honorary mention because we don't know anything about it. If it's a futuristic shooter, probably not going to be interested. Having went back and started playing some Battlefield 4, I have been noticing some interesting things kicking around in a couple of the DLCs that make me think it might be a futuristic shooter. Hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it's set somewhere back in the modern times. Cold War would be great. You've got so many weapons to choose from, a good variety of vehicles, and it doesn't have to be America against Russia as always. I would like to think they're going to do something different. I mean, the Great War is kind of better because Britain is one of the armies and Germany is the other one. World War II would be pretty much everybody versus the Germans, which to me would bore the crap out of me again if it was a World War II game, because Wolfenstein, to name but one game that we fight against the Germans. There's so many World War II games. Oh, I just hope this one's not a World War II game. I really don't. I really want a modern day shooter. Whether it's Vietnam, Cold War, Falklands, pick a war in the Middle East. There's Iraq 1, Iraq 2. God, that's starting to sound like a bunch of movies, that. There's just so many things. Fucking hell, well, I suppose the Bosnian War didn't last long against the Serbians. Didn't really do much there, just bombing and obliteration, really. There's lots of places I would like them to do a war game. I'm sick of deserts, and I'm sick of oceans and water maps. I'm sick of snow-covered places. The main thing for me that I really don't like about Battlefield 4 is trying to spot people for some reason. It's so difficult. And if you go back and you play Battlefield 4 for like a week, then load up Battlefield 3 and play it, Battlefield 3 feels so much slower in terms of movement and running in comparison to 4. And it's weird. I did it the other day, and it's just weird. And I don't quite. Obviously, I know it's based on the same game engine. They're totally different games, however. The movement from one to the other was so weird. When we're used to playing Battlefield 3 and you went into 4, everything just felt so fast, and it put you off. And now that I'm used to 4 and I go back to 3 feels so slow. Trying to spot targets for me in 4 is a lot more difficult than it was in 3. I went after just playing 2 maps of 3. I could see people all over the place and was able to like pick them out in between trees and containers and whatnot. And the maps, to me, the Battlefield 3 maps were far superior to the Battlefield 4 maps. But then that's just me speaking from personal experience. It's my opinion. My opinion's my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. My opinion doesn't necessarily be right, but I like the Battlefield 3 maps more than I like the Battlefield 4 maps. The Battlefield 4 maps felt more like they were, I don't know, I don't want to say rushed as such, but they didn't feel great. I mean, Rogue Transmission is boring. It really is boring. I mean, I go back and I look at things like Cyan Crossing, and oh my god, it's such a good map, and it's just a map in the middle of France. It's such a good map. I mean, there's loads of Battlefield 3 maps that are really good. There's only a couple that I really like sort of playing Battlefield 4. Anyway, this has been the list. Games I'm looking forward to playing. Star Citizen. It's 3.0 is going to be out about Gamescom this year, so hopefully it's going to be out at Gamescom this year. Looking forward to playing that. Escape from Tarkov. As far as I know, it's a 2018 release. It looks good. Can't wait to play it. The Last Night says on the Steam page available 2018. I'm gonna probably say, since it's still in early alpha and it's 2017. That's probably going to be nearer 2019 that I would expect to see The Last Night. If it releases next year, then bonus, can't wait. I just hope it's worth. I just hope it's, you know, if they bring it out that quick, I hope it's still good. What was after that? It was then Metro. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was Kingdom Come Deliverance, which has a release date set, which is February the 13th, 2018. I've already got it as I've kickstarted it, so I'll get a free copy of the game. So can't wait to play that. Then Metro Exodus, which again is 2018, but I suspect it might get pushed back to 2019. Hopefully. I mean, well, not hopefully. Hopefully they get it done on time, but if they need more time, I'm happy with that. I'd rather have a good quality product that I have to wait for, rather than something shite handed to me. I mean, honestly, I would rather wait an extra 5 minutes in a restaurant to get my steak cooked the way I want it, rather than just being given whatever was available in the kitchen. Anyway, that sides. And then obviously the next Battlefield game we think is going to be next year. It could get pushed back, it could be delayed. We'll see what it is. Anyway, my name's been Andgar. If you like this style of video, please leave a like, favourite, subscribe, whatever. I'm wanting to do more content. I'm finding this stuff a lot easier to do because I have a lot of things I'd like to say and talk about as I move around in my chair and probably cause squeaking in the video, but screw it. I want to do more content, I would like to do more things. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well, I'll not see you, but yeah, you know what I mean.